I'm Daniel Grossberg, representative of District 30 in Central Jefferson County. I've been in politics for a long time, but I've never worked in the legislature, and of course this is my first term. Everyone told me it was going to be like drinking from a fire hose, but it's like drinking from a fire hose and you don't know what direction the fire hose is coming from next. With us not just being in the minority, but the super duper minority, I want to find some bipartisan legislation where we can find common ground on things that we can't find common ground, at least try and soften some of the bills around the edges. I actually am one of the few people who's willing to admit, even on camera, that I'm not a Kentucky native. I've only lived here since 1996, and people will remind me that I'll never be a real Kentuckian, but I'm glad that I've been adopted by the state. I am a residential realtor by trade and profession. I do a lot of community service activities. My wife is a 17th year high school Spanish teacher. She is my guiding light on pretty much everything. And I've got a 6-year-old niece who was here today who is really in a different way an inspiration, because everything that I do, I'm going to look through the lens of, is it going to make the world better for her when she's my age, or is it just to serve those of us who are already in a position of power? The top issues to my district, which I'm representing, are affordable housing and medication. Far too often people have to choose between either buying their medicine or paying their rent. Better jobs and education. Kentucky has never been at the forefront. Thankfully, with this governor, we're making great inroads in job development, but I want to get some of them to my district. And then the last one, which is a Louisville issue and somewhat a Lexington issue, and maybe not as appreciated elsewhere, but we need to impart upon them, is safer streets. There's a crime epidemic, and the solution isn't more police. Adding more police to solve crime is like loosening your belt to solve obesity. We need to get to the root causes, which means dealing with mental health issues, dealing with poverty and homelessness, lack of opportunity. My door is always open. My phone is always on. And I just look forward to doing the work.